It's time for Rabbi Minkowicz's Weekly Torah Lesson, a place where life's most difficult questions are answered. Here with his spiritual perspective and insight, Rabbi Minkowicz.
Welcome to this week's Torah lesson. This week's Torah portion is Parsha Toldot. The question of the week is, how should you look at another Jew? So in this week's Torah portion, Parsha Toldot, we begin Ve'ele Toldos Yitzchok ben Avram, and these are the offsprings of Yitzchok, the son of Avram. And it goes on to tell us in this week's Torah portion about Yitzchok's children, Yaakov and Esav. So the Rebbe brings from an interesting medrash that says that Ve'ele, when anytime you have a word Ve'ele, it's coming in connection to something before. That means the thing before was first, and Ve'ele, this comes afterwards. So in other words, what does the medrash say? That Yaakov and Esav are a continuation of someone before. Who's someone before? Avram mentions, Yitzchok mentions. It means a connection to someone before, which is referring to Yishmael. That means Yishmael is in a higher level than Yaakov and Esav. And Esav and Yaakov are coming, so to speak, after Yishmael. So the Rebbe asks, why is that? And he says, very simple. Because Avraham was such a holy person, and he inspired Yishmael to do tshuva. Now what happened was, unfortunately, when Avram passed away, Avram wasn't there to inspire him, so the inspiration left, and obviously he fell again. Yitzchok also saw the tremendous potential in Esau, and therefore he also inspired him to have a relationship with God. Now, unfortunately, he was not able to have a full inspiration on him, and that's why he only was able to elevate his head. And that's when we find that when Esav died, his head was chopped off, and it actually rolled to Yitzchok, and it got buried together with Yitzchok. So you see that Esav was so connected to who? To his father, to Yitzchok. So the Rebbe brings out here, it's a very, very powerful lesson we can learn from Avraham and Yitzchok, the forefathers, how they looked at every single Jew. Avram obviously had two children, Yitzchok, who was going in the path of Hashem, but he also had Yishmael, who was a struggle, but he didn't give up on him, and he inspired him to do tshuva. Yitzchok, even though he had a son, he had Yaakov who went in the way of Hashem, and Esav was not, but nevertheless he stuck with him, he tried to inspire him, and he eventually did inspire him to the point that when he died, his head rolled next to his father Yitzchok. So to answer the question, how should you look at another Jew? Just the same way that Abraham and Yitzchok looked at Yishmael and Esav. And if we look at every single Jew the way they did, we will be able to find the treasures that every single Jew has and bring them closer to HaKadosh Baruch. This week's Torah lesson is in memory of Baruch ben Aryeh Leib and Shlomo Ben Yosef. May their souls be elevated for the Torah that we're studying in their memory. Thanks so much for joining us for our weekly Torah lesson. For more information on Chabad, please see our website.